Welcome back once again, adventurers, to Let's Play Steins. In the last episode, we tried many times to save Mayuri, and every single time we inevitably failed, by chance or by design, or both. In one instance, we were able to confront Moeka Kiryu directly and learned a little bit about the Rounders, whose objectives it was to obtain all the IBN 5100s in order to prevent any outsiders from hacking into their databases and accessing their top secret proprietary network. Unfortunately, even though Rintaro had initially agreed to be taken into custody, Moeka and Sen were basically still going to kill Mayuri anyway, and if that didn't work, fate itself was going to step in to do the job for them. Which basically means that Rintaro Okabe has one option available: keep time leaping until we find a way to save Mayuri. When it subsides, I find myself at the lab once again. It's just before 5 o'clock. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. There has to be something, anything, that can help. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moeka's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave TBA. If only we had never sent those D-mails. Perhaps the future might have been different instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it into pieces right here? One thing would change: our ability to actually go back in time and save Mayuri. That would be the only thing that would change. In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out.
Okabe! 何してんのよ!
Kurisu grabs my arm and pulls me back.
今、壊そうとした?
You would not believe the things that I have seen with these eyes, Kurisu. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows.
何も壊さなくったって。タイムリープはしない。そう決めたんだから、それでいいでしょ?
Yeah, funny that.
とにかく、椅子を下ろして。
I lowered the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me, but because I realized what would happen if I really had broken it. It caused or will cause Mayuri's death, but at the same time, it is the only chance of averting that future. If I destroy it, I destroy my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand.
顔色悪いな。どうしたのよ?
You probably wouldn't believe it even if I told
聞いてん
you.
の?
I can't deal with this. Not now. Not after everything that's
ちょっと!
happened. I flee from the lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People are looking at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd in the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. The giant screen on the on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticker at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and time. I realize that today is Friday the 13th. Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30, 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara Station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akihabara, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms wound around each other. Somehow they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What exactly am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die.
そこの地べたに座ってるドキュン男。
And a very good morning to you too, Kurisu Makase. Or should I say evening. I lift my head and see Kurisu standing there.
いきなり飛び出したと思ったら、こんなところにいたか。
I'm amazed you took the time to search for us. And even in his depression, Rintaro still refers to Kurisu as Christina.
何よ。
今何時だ
5時38分。
Almost quarter past.
ね、
Oh,
そん
quarter
なとこ
two
ろでド
rather,
キュン
I
行為
should
してる
say.
暇があったら、買い出し付き合いなさいよ。
Right, shopping for the party that cannot happen because we don't have time to party, let alone shop. Preparations. In the original timeline, we went shopping with Kurisu at the supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge, just like now. It feels so long ago. Back then, I had absolutely no idea what was about to happen.
どうなの？買い出し。来るのか来ないのか。
Like we have much of a choice in this case. I sigh deeply. I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However,
クリス
I keep my eyes lowered.
初めてまともに名前呼んだな。
Might want to record this moment for posterity's sake. I feel her eyes on me.
助けてくれ
I can't save Mayuri alone. Probably should have involved Kurisu and Daru from the start. I realize that now. Reliving today again and again, only to taste the same despair each time, has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope.
助けてくれ
話して。あんたがタイムリープしたのは分かってる。
Didn't take you that long to figure out, did it? Then again, you are the proverbial genius. I look up in surprise. Kurisu doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown.
あんたに誰かから電話がかかってきたと思ったら、いきなり表変したから。
So she's just remembered the principles of the phone wave time leap machine that she told us about not too long ago.
3時間後から来た
何があった？
マユリが殺された
I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. Then I explain about CERN and Moeka, and how Kurisu herself activated the time leap machine to make this possible. I tell her about my previous leaps. I explain that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how hard I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight, so it's now 6 o'clock, it would seem. During that time, Kurisu hardly says a word.
すべて俺の責任だ。
Talking to Kurisu lets me sort everything I've done, everything I've seen.
セルンにハッキングしろなんてダルに頼まなければよかった。タイムマシンを作ろうなんて言い出さなければよかった。萌香をラボメンになんかするんじゃなかった。マユリが死ぬのはすべて俺の責任なんだ。
That's why I need to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet my resolve has already crumbled.
そんなまずいことが起きようとしてるのに、あんたはなんでここでぼんやりしてるの？
Because I get the very strange, sad feeling that what would happen that even if there was absolutely no way that Mayuri could actually be killed logically, something tells me that she might end up dying Death Note style via a heart attack. It's almost as if Light Yagami is controlling things from behind the scenes. Kurisu's tone is haughty. Is this how I sound when I'm playing Houin Kyoma?
わからなくなったからだ。
わからないって何が？
Everything.
マユリを助ける方法が。
あんたの話を聞いた限りじゃ、時間順序保護仮説は本当だったってことになるのかな。
何をしてもどうやってもマユリが死んでしまうんだ。
We keep averting her from one death only to have her walk straight into another.
だからタイムリープを延々と繰り返したか。
Like the snake eating its own tail.
理論上絶対安全だと証明されているわけじゃない。
Kurisu lowers her burnt gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when she's assessing a problem.
これまでは何事もなく成功してたかもしれないけど、繰り返し使うことでどんな影響が出るかもわからない。もしかしたら時間の輪、つまり因果率から外れるかもしれない。あんたはそんな危険を冒してるの。そのことを自覚して。
I think we knew the risks when we did this first time leap.
因果率から外れるとは。
SF 小説によくあるでしょ。閉じた時間の輪の中で永遠にさまよい続けるってこと。永久に年は取らないけど、永久に同じ日からは出られなくなる。
I think in this case that would only keep happening if we actually use the time leap machine itself.
最悪の場合、なかったことにされる可能性だってある。
It isn't. Well, that isn't the worst case scenario. Not for Rintaro Okabe.
存在の抹消。あんたの18年だか19年だかの人生の痕跡すべてをあらゆる人間が最初から知らなかったことにされるかも。
I wonder if there's a word line in particular where that eventuality actually happens.
時間を飛び越えることはそれだけ危険なのよ。
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。
Quoted Kurisu back to herself. Kurisu looks surprised.
ハイデガーね。私も今その言葉を言おうと思ってた。
I always never did like that green-suited, thick beard bastard. Wait, wrong Heidegger. I was thinking of Final Fantasy 7 once again. Never mind.
いつ？
俺はもう何度もタイムリープしている。
Indeed it isn't.
なるほど。
We've leaped countless times. A dozen times, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, countless. Kurisu squats next to me, thinking
あんたの
deeply.
話が本当だったとして、マユリを助けたい気持ちは私だって同じよ。でもタイムリープマシン製作に関わった人間の一人として、あれを何度も使うことは勧められない。
Unfortunately, as long as Mayuri keeps dying over and over again, we don't really have a choice.
それでももがく。
俺は
Are you going to charge me a fee for this advice? I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だからお前に助けを求めたんだ。
Without Kurisu Makase, we're basically stuck at this point.
マユリを助けるために。俺一人じゃダメだったが、クリスの協力があれば何とかできるかもしれない。できると信じたい。
However slim a chance that might be, it's definitely worth pursuing.
貸してくれ。
Kurisu sighs.
無茶しやがってバカ。
And we're back to Tsundere again.
壊れててもおかしくなかったんだからね。
Or we are so completely and absolutely psychologically and existentially broken that we have come full circle. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment, then turns away as if embarrassed.
協力はする。
Your help is
マユ
much
リは大切な
appreciated.
仲間。ラボメンだから。それにあんたのそんな辛そうな姿見てる。
すまない。
謝らないでよ。岡部、前に私の父親のことで相談に乗ってくれたでしょ。あの時私結構救われたんだ。
That seems like such a long time ago, and that's because it was.
だから今度は私があんたの力になりたい。それで一緒に青森まで行ってもらわないと。
It's goes without saying that Kurisu Makase is the pillar that basically holds the Future Gadget Laboratory together at this point. She smiles a wry but gentle smile, as if I were her mischievous younger brother, even though
止め
that
たって
you're older
タイム
than
リープする
her
気なんでしょ。
by not that
何
much.
しろあんたは狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。いつだって独善的に生きてきたんだから。
Indeed they do. But it was actually all make-believe, really.
ちょっとそこは無論だ。わっはっはっはみたいに答えなさいよ。
そうだな。
調子狂うな。
Kurisu is right. I'll do anything to save Mayuri. Whatever it takes. After all, we've already put ourselves through quite a bit. Kurisu stands up and looks at her watch.
さて、もうあまり時間もないから、これからあたふたするより、もっとじっくり対策を練った方がいい。
つまり
Well, at least we know where she's going to be
今か
so
ら
far.
もっと前の時間に飛んでおく。
Leap to an even earlier time, you say,
そこで改めて私に事情を説明して。
and find your past self. I'm not sure you would be inclined to believe us. But Kurisu's right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random, and look where that has gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save Mayuri.
行こう。
Let's go indeed. Kurisu stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Daru are already back when we return to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Kurisu and I explained that we forgot to do the shopping, so could they please take care of it for us? Of course, I have to cough up the money to convince them to go, but it works.
マユリ本人はともかく橋田にも話さないの？
必要になったら話す。
Indeed. For now it isn't, and I don't have time to explain. While Kurisu sets up the machine, I head downstairs to the Brawn Tube workshop, kick the door open, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. Well, that went more smoothly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leap along before the cops get here. Kurisu looked shocked when I returned to the lab.
住居侵入罪で逮捕されるわよ。
I've seen Mayuri die countless times, and I was caught and tortured by CERN. Being thrown in the slammer is probably the least of
ど
my
うせ
worries.
過去に戻れば今のはなかったことになる。
And besides, we wouldn't have broken and entered in the first place if it never happened. Kurisu hands me the headgear and I put it on.
そっか。あんたの主観じゃそうなるわけだ。
True, it is
私の主観
entirely
だとどうなるんだろう。
subjective.
あんたが飛んだ後、ここはどうなる？
そのデータもすぐに取れる。
Indeed you shall, because it's time to start the machine again. My consciousness travels to the past, that I know from experience. But what about the body I leave behind? If time is a straight line, then it's likely that the present will be reconstructed based on my actions in the past, much like the D-melts shifting the world line. But if the many-world lines... if the many-worlds interpretation holds, then after I leave, this world will continue on as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I really don't care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. I don't think there's anything else left to be said. Kurisu's fingers stopped typing on the
ど
keyboard.
うした？
うん。考えたら思考がループしちゃってた。
Thinking,
D
you
メールの
say.
ような状態になるかもしれない。
The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change.
その方が楽だけど、悔しくもある。
データを観測できないからか？
Which is a huge setback.
そういうこと。
Indeed. Kurisu nods and begins tinkering with the settings
転
again.
送先は5時間前にしておいた。つまり午後1時40分くらい。
That should give us more
覚えて
than
る？
enough time to deal with
私
the
がタイムリープ
situation.
マシンを完成させたのは2時過ぎだった。
That is true. Barely. For Kurisu, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. Maybe it has been weeks.
時
Given how
間
long
にルー
we've
ズな男
traveled.
は嫌われる。感謝しなさいよ。私は時計をよく見る癖があって、何時に何があったかは結構覚えてるの。
So 2 o'clock is when Kurisu finally finishes constructing the phone wave, the time leap machine, sorry. Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。タイムリープマシンを使うなら、これだけは覚えておいて。
And
携
what is
帯電話
that?
は絶対に手放さないこと。それはあんたの生命線、局所場指定のマーカーなの。
Indeed, if we ever lose our phone, or if the time leap machine is destroyed or captured, it is essentially game over.
それさえ持ち続けていれば、どの時間へも跳躍はできる。
Well, not any time, but some of
で
them.
ももし手放してしまって誰かに使われたら、
Then we lose, basically. I don't want to imagine what might happen next.
あるいは充電が切れたり壊されたりしたら。
then I won't be able to leap to that time. So we should keep our phone safe and charged, just in case. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will still be a period of time to which I can never leap.
タイムリープは成功しない。だから絶対に携帯を手放しちゃダメ。
I'll be sure to keep that in mind, Kurisu.
今日の昼間にタイムリープしたら2時に私がマシンを完成させるまではあんたは特別なことはしてはいけない。
Not that we can really do much else until afterwards.
これが完成しないときっとこの時間までの流れが大きく変わってしまう。
And we won't be able to keep time leaping in order to save Mayuri.
完成したらすぐに実験はしないって宣言して全員解散させて。
I'm sure everyone is going to object, most notably you.
それか
We
ら
need a way around
私に
that.
声をかけてくれればいい。未来から来たって言われれば多分私は信じる。
Probably is, by probably, you're probably saying probably a 5 or maybe 2% chance you would actually believe Rintaro if he said he came from the future.
なんでわかる？
私のことは私が一番よく知ってる。
We're going to have to put that to the test. Kurisu grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing.
そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。
It looks like Daru is rubbing off on you there.
さっきあんたからタイムリープしてきたって言われた時は自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えた。何の疑問もなくね。
Ever the insane mad scientist yourself, I see.
念のためにキーワードを決めておきましょう。
Something that hopefully that only you would
私の
understand.
今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
What you want the most right now is your own fork. Okay, that's an odd code phrase.
あ、いや別に意味なんてないからな。
Well, it has to mean something, otherwise you past self
マ
won't
イフォーク
understand
が
it.
欲しいのか？
マイスプーンはもう持ってるからってそこに興味持つな。はいはい、準備できた。いつでも行ける。
I nod and call up the phone wave TBA. See you in the past, Kurisu.
気をつけて。私はいつだってあんたの味方よ。
I've never doubted that for a second, Kurisu. Kurisu touches my shoulder and then steps away. The time is now. Back into the past. To 1 o'clock. Or around 1:40. 1:44. That's close enough. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Well, now that we have reached the appointed time, I believe this is a good point to end the episode. Next time on Let's Play Steins, we'll get in contact with Kurisu and give her the code phrase that what she craves right now is her own fork, as she has her own spoon. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.